Ladies and gentlemen, if operating for departure, please check to see that your seatbelts are securely fastened, your window shades are open, seat backs are in the upright and locked position, your tray tables have been put away, all your carry-on items are securely stowed.
I am not in Florida anymore, clearly. I'm in Texas right now at the Guggen house, and I am here visiting good buddy Jon B. I'm sure you guys all know exactly who that is and don't need much of an introduction of him. We are getting ready to embark on a serious road trip here. We're gonna be taking Jon's 4Runner off-roading on a humongous off-road trip that Jon has planned out, and I genuinely have no clue or idea of what we're doing. This is really all on him. Jon texted me probably 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and was like, hey buddy, I'm planning a really cool road trip, just off-roading. We're gonna be camping and fishing in these really untouched areas that no one else has probably truly fished at, or at least not many people have. And he's like, do you wanna come? And I'm like, of course I wanna do this. Like, why would I never, oh gosh, Jon's dog just scared me. Why would I never want to do that? This sounds like an amazing experience. So we're getting ready, we're getting prepped today, and we're heading out tonight to go on an epic road trip. Press some in there. You lift up that side and then, holy cow, this is a freaking tank.
I don't know how the Blue Bear can handle this, but
this is a massive tank. Look at them already.
Oh, this smells bad.
What is this, shad?
Yeah, shad. The bluegill smacking it. I need that bass to eat it. Oh! It's a little big for you, Ricky. So that's for the bass, as you can see, he's going after it.
He's like being a baby about it.
Yeah. These guys will also get picked up by the catfish too. We got a big flat in here that likes to eat shadleys. Actually, we'll drop that right in front of him right now. Let's see if he'll... The catfish is crazy because like he'll literally will only turn on when the lights are shut off. It's really weird.
That is super cool.
He may smack it though. Well, it's right on top of his head, so...
He seems to be responding well to that.
Yeah, looks like he's hungry.
That mouth line there that you see underneath the shad, that is catfish. He really is unimpressed with that.
He'll eat it later. His gill. They're crazy.
That's cool.
They're not really hand-fed, or they're not really like hand-trained. Like I just think they've just slowly gotten used to it. The fact that every time the tank opens up, it's feeding time.
I can't believe that catfish.
Yeah, I probably should have. I didn't mean for it to land right on his dome. That was not my intention.
Whose silver play button is this?
What? Oh, that's ours. That's the Guggen
one.
Yeah. I've learned that bluegill are really not the brightest fish after having them in the tank. There you go.
Epic.
Yeah. Yeah, wow. Sick. Bluegill feeding frenzy.
Guess what's nice is you have these catfish in here that'll pick up anything that doesn't get eaten by them.
Yeah, that is the nice thing. And
that thing will eat all of those shad.
Yeah, believe me, don't let him fool you right now. When the lights turn off, he goes absolutely ape.
Alright, good morning. It is about 7 a.m. We got here at 1. Slept sort of through the night. I think Bryant and I set our tent up basically on a pile of rocks, so it wasn't the most comfortable night, but it did well. I think I was so exhausted, it literally didn't matter where I slept. I could have passed out. But this morning, we need to get some brekkie, some breakfast going. So I'm going out to try to find some wood, and we're gonna start a fire here and make some breakfast up this morning, and then we're gonna get on to our day. And so the idea here is we have our flame right here, and if you can see, there's a big fat rock sitting in the middle. That's gonna kind of be our heating rock, because we need a flat surface to lay our pan on to cook our breakfast, because I don't think any of us wants to sit there and hold the pan for 20 minutes while we cook. So we're heating up the rock, and that's why we're trying to really get the fire going hot, so that way the rock will heat up pretty quick, and then we can really get to cooking and then get to the day and actually start fishing. But I mean, the whole entire trip, this is all about the experience. It's not even necessarily about the fish. It's about, we are in the middle of the Wichita. All right, thank you, John. I was about to ask you how to pronounce it. We're in the middle of the Wichita National Forest, and just the whole point is getting lost and being in the middle of nowhere and far away from everyone as possible. John has the 4Runner loaded up with a tank of gas. We have food, we have some water with us, and we're gonna be trying to just stay in the forest as long as possible. We're not gonna leave. We're just out here living it up. It should be an epic, epic week.
Something really super dialed. Saving that for.
You gotta hash them. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've really even explained who's all here with us. So, the man, John B, I don't know if he even needs much of an introduction, just a legend in the sport, you know? And then, oh God.
Oh God.
And then Bryant, this is John's cameraman. What's up? Lord Firemaster, who started the fire this morning. And then we got little Lucky, John's little weenie dog here, is with us in the woods. I will say I'm impressed with this dog. It has been a trooper for being just like a little pipsqueak of a dog.
Wiener in a big world.
She's a wiener, yeah. She's small wiener in a big world.
Small ween in a big world. I know this is a goofy looking shot right here, but I feel like this perfectly kind of captures of what's really going on inside this car here. We have 3 grown men and a dog packed into this 4Runner right here, and as you can see, we can't even see out the back of this car. It is lined with coolers, sleeping bags. We have fishing rods lined up along the roof here. We are seriously just loaded up, rolling through the hills. And my ears just literally popped.
Almost just got hit by a Corvette.
Yeah, we did almost just get hit by a Corvette. And it's just super cool. And so Brian's helping John film, and so me and him are kind of hopping around so he can film. But it's just like a really cool operation, and this is the type of thing you want to do with cool dudes. You don't want to be stuck in a car for a week with someone who sucks. Yeah. So we got a good group of dudes going, and I'm just stoked to be out here. I would have never in 1,000 years guessed this is what Arkansas looks like. Maybe I'm just an uncultured swine or something like that, but it is crazy cool out here. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
All right, we have been driving what felt like years, but to be honest, it's probably only like 30, 40 minutes. But we're just winding through the mountains out here in Arkansas, and we've arrived at a small river where I'm gonna try to fly fish. I think John's throwing some light spinning gear, and there should be smallmouth, maybe different brim, suckers, all different types of fish. I mean, they're all super new to me, and I'm just so stoked to be hitting on the water, and we're gonna wait around and really see if we can catch some fish and get this trip on the move here. It should be an awesome time. I'm killing it. Oh man, I got a giant. At the little tiny smallmouth. Very cool. Definitely not the size fish we're looking for, but right now, I mean, that's just so epic. Like being in this scenery right here, catching fish on a fly rod. Hopefully as the day goes on, as the trip goes on, we'll start finding bigger and bigger ones. Oh, freaking cottonmouth coming down the river at me right now. Big one? Oh. What was it? It's a cottonmouth, and he just slung right up into the bank right there. No way. Yeah, like a 3.5 foot cottonmouth. All right, we've kind of hit the end of our hike down, and we're gonna start making our way back up. It's really cool. I've caught one little tiny smallmouth. John's caught 2 small ones as well, but pretty cool, man. I was thinking to myself, like, it's so different than Florida, because in Florida, it's like if you're wade fishing, you have to think about alligators and freshwater, sharks and saltwater. But one thing I didn't think about, I'm sitting here throwing, and down this bank, I look forward, and there's like a 4 foot cottonmouth just creeping down the bank towards me. And that is definitely something to look out, and that would mess you up out here, way out here. You'd die if you got bit by one of these out here. I don't know how you'd get to a hospital in any good fashion, but it is amazingly beautiful. We're gonna start our hike back up and fish our way back up to the falls. There we go. Yep. All right. Beautiful. Little smallmouth on the fly, but he's bigger than my first one I caught. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, making our way out from the waterfall right now. John did pretty well. I kind of had a bit of a rough go. I caught 1 or 2 smallmouth, but I just absolutely dusted my shins against a rock and like literally shaved hair off of my legs in like a perfect line. And I also ate it very nicely in the water once, but still fun regardless. It's all part of the fun, is getting beat up, jumping around the boulders. But we are back to the car, and we're gonna be moving to a new stream. Whew, this has been fun, man. We're getting a workout though too. Oh, like dude, that.
Poor bud.
Okay.
Brian's like talking about flies. He's over here.
Brian's choosing some flies out for me because he's actually a very skilled fly fisherman and fishes for smallmouth a lot. And I wish I was recording. So I basically just dropped my camera and then absolutely slammed it into my nuts in an attempt to catch it. And I feel literally sick to my stomach right now. I'm having a rough time here. Like, I'm like slipping on stuff. I've just eaten it twice when we were climbing in the river. I'm not as used to anything more than a flat slope from Florida. Oh, dude, that really freaking hurt. If I don't break piece of equipment or shatter a skull or some type of bone by the end of this trip, it'll be a freaking miracle because I am slipping and falling everywhere. All right. There's just some like guy sitting down here.
Just spook right up on him.
He's like, what do you want? John, just launch your car straight into there.
Where's the nitrous button on this thing?
You got NOS?
I got NOS.
Dude, this is
wow,
beautiful.
This is a humongous lake.
Dude, time to bust out the dinghy.
Look at the scum.
Frogs. This is
What do you think? This is
sick.
Cool.
So John, Brian, and I have been driving through the Wichita National Forest for what feels like forever, but we have found an amazing looking lake right here that we just kind of randomly stumbled upon and saw it on the map. And so we were like, okay, let's go check it out. And it's beautiful. And we're going to set up a camp and a fire, and we're going to sleep here tonight and also probably fish some tonight and in the morning. But that's like what's so cool about what we're doing because we really don't have a plan or anything set out. You know, John marked a few waypoints of places where he wants to go check out, but other than that, we don't have like a concrete schedule. And so we were just trying to find somewhere to sleep tonight, and we saw his lake on the map. We're like, okay, let's go check it out, and it is incredible. So, deal is, gonna get a fire started, gonna have some dinner, we're gonna close out the day. All right, so here's the deal here. We're trying to start a fire here. Brian's been collecting some small wood and sticks right here, which are gonna kind of start to make our coals, but we need some tinder, so I've collected a bunch of really dry, small stuff, a lot of pine needles. And so I'm not a fire making expert, but I've done it a few times in my life just from camping, growing up around the woods. Start with some light kindling right here. Then we kind of got our tinder, just really light woods that are gonna create our embers, and then it's when you wanna throw your big logs once you get those going. John almost just smoked my camera with a huge stick. Piss off. Trying to start a fire and you dicks are throwing sticks at me. This might be light or not. This is light or not. That's awesome. Light or not is just petrified wood that is basically soaked with... What the hell? They're throwing logs down here for me to use, but they're about mostly my camera. John almost just smoked me. Petrified wood right here, we call it light or not, or they call it fat wood. It's just a really old ancient log basically that's just filled with resin, and these things, it's like having a log soaked with lighter fluid, and they'll burn forever, and they burn really, really well. Oh yeah, we're cooking now.
No, don't eat that.
Guys, that is it for day one, our true first day. Yesterday, you know, we drove in the dark, and that was really just kind of getting started. And today was our first full day of really just living out in the woods, living out of John's 4Runner in a tent. Right now, have a steak finishing up on the grill. We are living large out here. It has been an amazing day. Check out John's channel. I'm sure you guys already follow his channel, but if you don't, I'll leave a link below and go check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and look forward to an amazing series in the morning. We're hitting this epic pond that we're just camping by and lighting a fire by tonight. So in the morning, it should be an insane day. I appreciate you guys. Until next time, see ya.